Well, hello, friends. I needed to take a moment and stop and wish my friends happy Valentine's Day. If you've been following me anytime at all, you know I'm like a kid. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited because it's Valentine's Day. And let me mind you, it's not because my husband and I lavish on each other these, expensive, elaborate gifts. I love it because it's a day set apart just to recognize love. And I love love. And so I love a day of love. And I love hearts and glitter. This is just my happy day. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about all the goodness. And I find myself thinking about, my husband, I wanted this picture. And I said, if you get me this picture, I want it so bad, I'll give you 4 free passes for the next 4 Valentine's Day. I didn't even finish off. I was still at Valentine's Day. He was already had his keys. He had put on his hat, his shoes. He was running out to the door because he's like, 4 free passes, I'm in. Yeah, we sped to the location where this picture was located. He had it in the car and he was driving off like a man who had just shot a 12-point buck. Oh, he was feeling good about himself. 4 free passes. Yeah, he knows how much this holiday means to me and he knows how challenging it is to always surprise me. Sidebar, I don't need for him to do that. He loves me every day. If you watch the other video, I told you, I've never had to catch a mouse or kill a spider. That's how he shows me he loves me. He doesn't have to buy me a Hallmark card. Which, by the way, I told him yesterday, look, don't even buy me a card. Every time I look at this picture, I'm going to know you love me. Seriously, no need to buy a card. I wake up this morning. This beauty was sitting on top of my phone. Look, he handmade it. Handmade it! When I told him not to buy a card, he didn't. He made me one. Which now I feel like an absolute dinglewampus. I've just used that word for the first time. I don't know if it's going to stick. But what it means is someone who feels terrible about themselves because I didn't do nearly enough for him. Yeah. So I'm sitting here thinking about love and the man that I love. And I'm eating these beautiful little mouse-looking chocolate-covered strawberries. And I'm eating them and I'm thinking, oh, that man, he has brought me such joy. He makes my endorphins flow. He makes goosebumps stand up. He makes me salivate. And then I realized, I wasn't talking about my husband. No, I'm talking about Milton Hershey, the inventor of the Hershey bar. Yeah, as much as I love my husband, who, by the way, I've been with for 40 years. And I know that seems impossible because I'm sure you're thinking, girl, you only look 27. All right, maybe not, but still. But there's another man who literally, I feel as if you would ask me, what is my blood type? I'm MH positive, Milton Hershey positive. Yeah, because I've consumed so much of this chocolatey goodness. I think that's what flows through my veins. Yeah, little Milton Hershey born, hold on, I have this pulled up, February 9th, 1894. He had no idea that all of these years later, there would be a chubby Midwestern girl whose life would be dictated by his God-given purpose of creating chocolate for us in the States and giving us that delight. Yeah, little Milton Hershey. Yeah, he went to Switzerland and he tasted chocolate for the first time and he's like, holy cannoli, I need to take this to America. How do you make it? And the Swiss are like, oh, no, love, no, you cannot. I'm not sure if that's Swiss. Oh, no, we don't share those details. So Milton came over and he worked in his kitchen and he struggled and he scraped and he scrounged until he went, ta-da! Ah! The angels sang and Milton Hershey invented the Hershey bar. So here it is all these years later and on Valentine's Day and I'm thinking of the man in my life. And I'm loving my husband who made me a handwritten card. But look, even talking about the card, I accidentally, Freudianly slipped and talked about my chocolate dipped strawberry. My husband knows He knows my infatuation with Milton, and he's okay with it. Yeah, he knows that half of my heart, the chocolate side, belongs to Milton. So today I decided, as my husband who loved me wrote me a beautiful, poignant, touching card, I wanted to write a Valentine to Milton Hershey. So here we are. Dear man of my dreams, I mean Milty, I want to take this time to say thank you for changing my life. I doubt you would have known when you were standing in your kitchen, mixing a little of this and a little of that, trying to find just the balance of creamy goodness to present as milk chocolate to the world, that you were creating it for me. Me, this Midwestern woman, I would eat your delectable recipes in bar form, in nuggets, covering fruits and nuts, baked into cakes, puddings, and custards. And when I closed my eyes in sheer delight, as I gently opened my mouth to lean in to partake of one of your kisses, a Hershey kiss, of course, that I would think of you. I would grow up and one day visit your Pennsylvania location. Like a follower of a religion, I took a pilgrimage to my spiritual homeland. There I stood in a town where the air was filled with the scent of chocolate, and I inhaled deeply to partake of those sweet vapors. I was so overcome with joy, I ran over to the front gate and I threw my arms around the pillars of that building where your company was housed. I would stand there and embrace it tightly until security came over and told me that I was scaring people and I would need to move on. I explained to them that I was home and that in my heart, it was partially chocolate, thanks to Milton, or Milty as I call him, because I had spent my whole life transfusing my body with cocoa of every form. I would go on to marry a man that I loved so much, and he would know that part of my heart always belonged to Milty and the product he created. And he would not only be okay with it, but he would make sure my home, my purse, my cabinets, and my drawers were always filled with little pieces of the gift that Milty created. That woman, me, Milton, needs to say thank you for bringing the gift of chocolate to my life. I will forever be grateful that you didn't have a passion for kale chips. If that would have been the case, I would have never have loved you. I would have never been your friend. But because you created chocolate, on this day, I say, Happy Valentine's Day, my love, from the Queen of Chocolates. That being said, my friends, whether you are in a relationship or not, Milton sends you love in the gift of chocolate. So let me encourage you, go out today and wish yourself Happy Valentine's Day. Here's to you, Milton. Life is good.